Hello friends and welcome back to my channel.
Hello my sweet friends, welcome. Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to another video. Today I have a special guest. What's your name?
Gavin.
This is Gavin. Look at him. Today Gavin is here on the channel. We're gonna do a Q&A. We're gonna do a Q&A today because so many people always ask where you are and why you're not in my videos. So we're gonna answer some questions that y'all have today. You keep moving, so I have to keep turning it. So we're gonna answer some questions today that y'all asked about us. There's gonna be questions for me, for both of us, for you.
Alright.
So we're just gonna kind of answer things. Okay, so should we like just do a basic like introduction about...
No. Keep me a mystery.
Alright. We're only gonna answer questions that you ask.
If they want to know more, they should ask for more questions in a second video. I got you.
Wow, thank you. Kira McDonough. How do you say that?
Kira McDonough.
Donna? I don't know.
Don't worry, Kira McDonough.
Kira
I'll
McDonough.
pronounce your name right.
What if you're saying it wrong? Asks, how did you guys meet and when?
In college.
Oh, also, this video is going up on our 4-year anniversary, November 12th. It should be up on November 12th. So, that is our anniversary, 4 years.
That's our anniversary gift to you.
This is a high five.
Oh.
How did you guys meet and when?
In college.
Good
Next
answer.
question.
Next question. We met freshman year of college.
Well, your freshman
Well, my
year.
freshman year.
My sophomore year.
But he had just transferred to the college, so we were both new. We met like the week before classes even started. So, yes.
In a cafeteria.
In a cafeteria. Do you want to tell the story?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
If they want to know more, they can ask more for the second video.
Oh my god. Katarina asks, hey Gavin, what are your favorite horror movies?
The Thing. First Halloween, which Adele just watched.
Oh yeah, we just watched it because Halloween. It was pretty good. Jamie Lee Curtis looks perpetually old.
That's rude.
You said it
You
too.
should cut that out. No, I don't want Jamie Lee Curtis knowing I said that about her. She probably watches your channel.
Probably.
The Thing, Halloween, and probably zombie movie, but I can't think of which one. Train to Busan, that's what it is.
Oh yeah. Mona Leslie asks, what was Gavin's first impression of you? And you met freshman year, right? We did, correct. What was your first impression of me?
I thought she was cool, but kind of nerdy. First time I met her, she's wearing like this really bright Star Wars shirt.
Are you sure?
And
He's still...
yeah, you know, just kind of cool, but a little nerdy on the side. Still, that's exactly what I think about her right now.
But he also claims it was love at first sight, so I mean that tells you more about him than it does me. Alex asks,
oh,
my brother,
I like this name.
Ask this beautiful drifter to teach me his ways.
Next time we meet up, Alex, I'll give you a few tips.
But Alex also asks,
oh,
why he's so damn hot.
Genetics.
Carla Carolina PR. These are Instagram usernames, by the way, so I don't know what y'all's real names are. Does Gavin like reading? Has he read your writing?
Yes, I like to read, and yes, I do read Adele's works. My most recent one being Project Orion. Some of my favorite books, probably anything by Kurt Vonnegut. Probably Slaughterhouse-Five is my favorite book. That's it.
A real literature, a real...
Literat, that's what I call myself.
Literat. Got real literat here.
Oh dude, that's what they're gonna call themselves. If they're like, if they stand me and not you, they're Gavin's Literats.
Gavin's Literats, alright. Grace Berry 17, what was your first impression of each other? Okay, I know you already said it, but now it's my turn. I would say my first impression, seeing you in the cafeteria as I walk towards the table with my food and realize there's a strange man sitting in my seat. You looked very nice. You looked kind. You have kind eyes. You have kind facial expressions. I thought you just looked like... you're gonna kick it out of this because I've never described you this way. You look like a very like all-American boy, like... But you look... You just... You looked like a little sweet man.
Little sweet man.
A little sweet.
Sure, my mom will get a kick out of that.
Cara
says, what's one thing that you admire about each other?
Carla Carolina PR asks another question. What's one thing you admire about each other?
I'd say countless things about Adele, but the main one being her humor.
I am very funny.
What's one thing you admire about me?
I'm getting to it. I admire you're very kind. Gavin is very selfless, and he goes out of his way to help other people more than I've literally ever seen in any other person. He's an actual little sweet man. ALZ3333 asks, what's your favorite movie to watch together?
We don't have a favorite movie.
We don't watch movies.
We watch TV shows.
We watch shows.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, Bob's Burgers.
Adventure Time.
Yeah. We don't really watch movies.
King of the Hill.
We've been talking about that recently. It's like we don't watch movies. We try to watch more movies.
Yeah.
But we don't really watch movies.
I mean, we've only watched one. It's been Halloween.
We watched Halloween. No, we watched it. We watched it Halloween. Well, no, we like to go. We see.
We do like to go to the movies.
We don't watch movies at home, but we love going to the movie theater.
Back when that was.
Thing. But it's hard to say like what's your favorite movie to watch together because we don't really watch movies together at home. If we go see a movie, I don't think we're gonna go see it again. But we watch a lot of shows.
If we're gonna do something at home, it's gonna be playing zombies.
Yeah, we play Black Ops Zombies. Micah D. Jones, who I actually know in real life. Not a question, but y'all have always seemed so genuine and epitomize relationship goals. Lovely.
Shout out to Micah.
Her name's okay.
You need another help?
Rami Katea, who's also on YouTube. I recognize. How big is your apartment and was it hard to get one after house? I'm assuming because I lived in a whole house before this, a whole house. And then I moved into an apartment. That part was, that was fine to me. I prefer it. Because I get to live with him. But how big is your apartment? Or what? Yeah, how big is your apartment?
It's not that big, but I feel like we utilize the space pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's like normal apartment size, I guess.
Just type in on Google normal apartment size and that's our apartment.
Yeah. It's basically, there's a fly flying around. What is your relationship dynamic? Asks Z Prince. I wasn't quite sure. What I think is like this post on Tumblr, not that you would know.
It's the ship that most resembles us?
Well, we can answer that too. But I think because there's like things where it's like person A and person B and it's like one is the quiet loner.
Yeah,
it's a big ball
I've seen the
sunshine.
picture on that's us. You're the quiet loner and I'm the big ball of sunshine.
He's like a calm, not quiet, gentle ball of sunshine. Oh. And I'm more of the...
You're an excitable ball of sunshine.
Excitable ball of sunshine. Okay, but I do want to answer that. What is what ship most resembles our relationship?
Ben and Leslie.
That's so true. That's Ben and Leslie from Parks and Rec. Well, you always compare me to Leslie. I would say you're a good mix of Andy and Ben, except you're not very nerdy.
Two best characters.
Lexus Anna 08 asks, what is Gavin's dream job or passion? This is the third time you've asked this question.
As a kid, I always wanted to be a helicopter pilot, but then I kind of realized I don't like being in the air that much. I don't know, I thought something like FBI. That was always like a cool dream job or something like that.
Detective.
But I'm pretty happy where I am now.
What are some of your hobbies? What are you passionate about?
I didn't realize that was a question.
Well, it's not hobbies, but it's just asking about what you're passionate.
I like to play guitar,
play
games. I don't know, various little things that I get very interested in for a tiny amount of time and then immediately give them up.
Yeah. How did Gavin and you meet? Is also from Lexus Ann.
In the cafeteria.
But
I said I like the way you chew food. Oh.
What? Yeah, I chew really good.
No.
Shelly, Mostoa, did he care about your braces?
Yep. Cared about them a lot. I said, Adele, how are your braces doing?
He really cared a lot about making sure everything was good. No, he didn't care. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
Sarah, who is Sarah Bear on YouTube, favorite candy. I'm also gonna answer this.
They weren't asking you though.
Well, everyone wants to know.
Mr. Goodbar.
You keep scooting this way. Mine is probably Butterfinger.
Yeah, that's pretty
or Sour Peach Rings. which Gavin hates. Do you enjoy POVs asking for a friend? Do you know what they're talking about?
No.
On my channel, like in the chat?
No, I don't enjoy those. Started a lot of weird jealousy with Voldemort for some reason.
Yeah, the Voldemort stuff in the chat, he gets really jealous, so. Thomas, my real life friend Thomas, where did you guys meet? We have answered that.
Wow, sorry Thomas.
Sorry Thomas, maybe you should get with the program.
I'll add more to the how we met. In a cafeteria during lunchtime.
Ooh, during lunchtime. Thomas again asks, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Alright, it was fun.
Norwegian writer asks, have you read her work? Have you written anything yourself?
I have read her work. It's really good. You should read it yourself if you get the pleasure of being a beta reader.
He was one of the first people to read anything.
I used to journal some, but as stated in the hobbies thing, I like pick it up for a week and then it's just not fun anymore.
Yeah, so no.
So no. I might just write out of spite.
Oh, I don't know how to say this name. How do you say it? I'm so sorry because they're on the Discord and they're on YouTube as well, and I never know how to say it.
Sen del Bressin?
It's like a French name, I think. I'm so sorry. Like I know you're
I wouldn't say it wrong.
around.
We're cool.
What if you just said it wrong?
I didn't.
How is it living together with a writer?
This is the first time I've seen daylight in a week. She usually just
Oh my
walks me in the back room
gosh.
back there.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's honestly not a big deal at all. We had
a great
own...
arrangement. He loves it in there.
Yeah.
Nelia Mac 478 asks, how long have you been dating?
Almost 4 years.
4 years. Well, 4 years when this goes up.
Oh yeah, so 4 years.
4 years. MSC Patel 15 asks, does Gavin think we're weird?
Yes.
Weird as in, I guess, the
not normal. Weird. Yes. Very strange.
Y'all, the viewers.
Every time I hop into chat, it is like a minefield of weird things that I see.
Or the Discord.
Oh yeah.
He stalks the Discord also. We both just kind of lurk. Haley XJ asks, children? If so, names. No, we don't have children.
Nope, that's it.
We do want children eventually in the future, not anytime soon. We are not revealing any
any sensitive information.
Name ideas. It's going to be a complete surprise. Ryan Bread, who is my real life friend. How does he keep up those sick games?
Well, there's a gym right over there. Right over there, there's a gym.
Eliza's Art Designs asks, does he write? What does he do?
We do not write.
Yeah, no writing. What do you do?
None of your business.
In Cans asks, Gavin, coffee or tea?
Tea. 100%. Coffee's gross.
Do you show him your writing before everyone else?
Yes. I get insider access, so if you want to know the deets.
Maddie Steidemann asks, the book that best describes your relationship. I can't even name a single book that now that I'm trying to think.
Yes, I don't have anything. Hold on, let me take a look. Scary stories and how to tell them, or where to find them, or why to say them.
Sarah Labrat asks, what is your favorite thing about
Death Note. There we go.
Sarah Labrat asks, what is your favorite thing about one another?
Yeah, Adele likes to hype me up, but she's super kind herself. She's very nice. She's very sweet. The definition of sweet.
Sweet little man.
Like, you know when you take like a sip of something really sweet, you're like, ow, that kind of hurt my tooth. That kind of sweet. Fantastic creatures and where to find them.
Fantastic beasts.
No, you don't have a beast.
My favorite thing about Gavin is, I want to say it's how kind he is, but I already said that. So, but now it sounds like we're just switching traits, because I was also going to say you're very funny. Not as funny as me, but like, you do have a very good sense of humor, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate that I can be with someone who is very funny and can almost match my sense of humor. Sarah, again, asks, milk or cereal first?
Cereal.
Cereal. Have you ever created a character just like him in your projects? I have not on purpose, but we have...
The character would be too strong.
We have talked a lot, and we just over the years have recognized that there are a lot of similarities between him and Jens, in Project Orion. So I have not ever on purpose made, I do have an Easter egg in Project Orion.
No, don't spoil it.
No, I'm not gonna name it, but there is an Easter egg about you in Project Orion. Uncle.vv asks, is Gavin reading some of your work, or do you ask him for help/opinion on it sometimes? All the time. Yeah. He helps me a lot.
Less on the first one and more on just overall opinions. I feel like.
Bouncing ideas off of him. He's really good at that. Okay, moving on to the questions on YouTube that y'all asked. We're gonna try to condense everything if there are duplicate questions or anything like that. Shit. Literary critique. Is he a character or hold any traits of himself in a character in any of your whips? I said I was gonna condense that, and then I just read a question that was exactly that. Yeah, it's not on purpose though. And if so, how does he feel about that?
Feel great.
If not, would he ever want to be an inspiration for a character in your writing?
I don't care, to be honest.
Meow asks, I have a very simple question for you two. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you?
Good. Just chilling.
Same. Living life, breathing
air. It's finally nice weather. You didn't read that. First of all, y'all so fresh. Thank you.
Y'all are so fresh.
Oh, I thought it was PHRESH.
Y'all so fresh. PH.
Both.
Aurora Studies asked, does he help you with any story ideas, give you inspiration? Like we said, he does help a lot with that. He does give me inspiration also. Cress's Corner. I know this is a very similar question, but I want to ask it. Is he used as your info dump / screeching receiver? I know whenever I get a sudden idea that I like, the first thing I do is yell at my boyfriend to see what he thinks. Do you do anything of the sort?
Yes.
Yes. I get very excited and screech at him. Yep. But it's okay, because he's used to it. Where did you meet? How did you meet? Answered those. Charlotte Day asks, what are your signs? I'm Cancer. So he doesn't get all into the Zodiac stuff. He's a Cancer Sun, Gemini Moon, and a Gemini Rising.
I'm a Gemini.
So he's basically a Gemini, but he's a Cancer Sun. I am a Leo Sun, Scorpio Moon, Taurus Rising. And then the second part to that question, what does he do for a living and what's his dream job if you're not already doing it? I'm already doing it. Kind of answered that. Dragon Princess asks, if he reads, what is his favorite book / series? If that's too specific, what's your favorite genre?
Honestly, probably Percy Jackson, because that was a very prominent time in my life. I read every single one of those and all the spin-offs. But my favorite genre right now, probably like cosmic horror. I like that.
He was a very Greek mythology kid. I was a warrior cats kid.
Yeah, there's one clear winner on that one.
Stephanie Jean asks, who makes the most decisions and who goes along with them? And in parentheses, what to eat / what to watch, stuff like that.
I want to say I do, but not in the like typical way that everybody's probably thinking, where it's like, oh, he's just bossy. Adele just does not make a decision to save
I'm really indecisive, so
a lot of the times it's just you giving options and then being like, just pick one, I don't care, because I want either of these. He usually
tends to end up making the decisions, but that's just because I don't know how to make decisions. And finally, Squishy Mochi the Third asks, why Gavin what? The most pressing question of this generation. Why Gavin what?
Because I am. There it is.
You heard it here first, folks. That's the last question. That's all we got for you. So yeah, how do you feel? How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel great.
The official debut to the channel. We are so happy to have you here. Okay, so that's all we have for you today. Would you be down for a part 2 Q&A?
I've already teased it so much.
Okay, so if you have any more questions, maybe one day in the future we'll do another Q&A. Do you have any final thoughts? Anything you would like to say now that it's your official debut up on the channel?
Expect to come back with me and the little rats. That's all.
All right. All right, so that's all we got today. That is everything. That's all the questions. Welcome, Gavin. Everyone clap.
Link up your other side, yeah.
So thank you. You're not focused.
You're just pushing my head. Wow, you unfocused.
It's trying so hard. Get closer.
It's doing it. Oh my gosh, we're one person.
Well, look. So, welcome to our ASMR channel.
Oh All right, it was fun.
All right, so this is Gavin. This was our Q&A. Thank you all so much for asking all your questions. I hope this has satisfied your needs. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and a comment. It really helps the channel out. Subscribe maybe if you want to see more of this little rat. And
no, I'm King Rat.
King Rat and Mother Hen, the litter rats and the chickadee. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Do you want to say the end? I forgot you don't watch my videos.
All right, bros.
We're not problematic.
Oh yeah. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you whenever the next Q&A is.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. That's the Seinfeld.
And now bro fist out.
I cut out all the parts that are not funny or relevant.
Oh, so it's gonna be none of you and all of me. How's it feel knowing that one of the questions is why is Gavin the hotter one? That's it. That's all I want to put. Alright, you can turn the recording off. This is a fun video.
Do you want a kiss?
Yeah. Oh wow, it's almost as if you had it ready. It would have been a better gag. Oh! Alright!
Nope.
Hurry up. This question's taking like 4 whole minutes.
Haley XJ.
You look so sad. Don't sell this false narrative that you're sad or something.
I was looking at myself in the mirror.
Oh. Jordan said nobody came to their house either.
Mm.
And he was happy. Leave that in there. He likes to watch your videos.
Not Egyptian. Fuck. What's the...
I'm
not gonna put it in there.
Oh my gosh. You're not gonna get monetary value out of your video. And I'm in here, so this should be the most popped off video of all time. Poggers
in the chat.
Poggers in the chat. You know what you should do? At the end of this video, you should just cut in every single time there was a clap. Just
in front.
And
Okay.
No, stop.
What?
Okay, let's just cut it right here, right? Ready? Redo the question. Ready? 3, 2.
I'm gonna leave just that part in so whenever it cuts.
Just a hard cut to do it again right there. And then 3 right here.
Do I leave that one
so
in?
funny.
Do I leave that one
No,
in?
you don't leave that one in. That's just between us. Okay.
Alright, so that's all.
Hello friends. Welcome to my channel.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, I'm gonna for real end it now.
Oh my gosh, do you need me to call somebody?